Hello everyone. In the last lecture we have seen implementation of a stack using a linked list. This is a continuation of that where we are trying to implement a queue using a linked list. So the way we have used a stack or implemented stack using an array and a linked list. Similarly, we have already implemented queue using an array. Now we are trying to implement queue using a linked list. Just to recall queue, what is a queue? Queue is a data structure, a linear data structure which has two ends. Unlike stack, it has two ends. One is front, another is rear. One is front, another is rear. From the front we delete the elements and from rear we insert the element. Okay, so insertion in a queue is called as a enqueue operation. If I think you recall it. If you don't recall, please go through the lecture of queues and try to understand that concept first and then only come to this lecture. Enqueue operation, and if we are deleting an element, it is called as a dequeue operation. Okay, so these are the two main operations which we perform on a queue with the help of two ends. Unlike stack, this data structure has two ends, front and rear. Normal queue, the first person who is who is first in the queue is going to be served first and is going to exit the queue first. Okay, so it is first in first out structure. Stack was first in last out structure. This is first in first out structure. Okay, so that's why we need to maintain two pointers. The person who is getting added to the queue will be added at one end, and person who is removed from the queue will be removed from the other end. Hence we need to maintain two pointers, two counters, front and rear. So every time you add an element, you increment rear. So let us say that I have incremented 9 here, rear will be pointing here now. If I am incrementing 15 here, rear will be pointing to this. So rear will be incremented every time we perform a enqueue operation, and every time we perform a dequeue operation. Let us say that 5 is deleted, front will be added. Okay, front will be incremented. Front will point here. If 9 is removed, front will be added and will point to 4. So this way, front and rear are manipulated depending on deletion and insertion of an element in a queue respectively. Okay, this we have already seen. Now we'll see how it is possible using a linked list. How it is possible using a linked list. So it's very simple. As we have done in the stack, here we can say that adding an element or enqueue operation is equivalent to add at end or insert at end in the linked list. So if I want to say now treat this as a queue, treat this as a queue. Okay, so the first element which need to be added or which is added, let us say that 90. Okay, 90 will be the first element which is added. Second element is 17. Okay, third element is 3 and fourth element is your 50. Okay, so what can I say is we are adding an element from the from the rear. So this is called as this will be treated as a rear end and this will be treated as a front end. Okay, so if I want to add one more element, what I am going to do? I am going to create a node. I am going to create a node. We are going to assign some value. Let us say that 9. We have assigned a value 9. This is called as new node. What we are going to do? we are going to make this point here. So new node dot link or dot next, whatever convention you are using, will be equal to head node, right? So this link is created. Now what next? Now head or rear must point to this new node. Okay, so what we are going to do, head is equal to new node, head is equal to new node. Now this link is broken, this is established, and R can also be, either I can consider head as R, or R can also be manipulated. R will also point to new node. So either I can say R is equal to head is equal to new node, or simply consider head as the rear pointer. Okay, the pointer, the end from which we are inserting an element. So what can we say, that inserting an element is actually inserting an element at the beginning in the linked list. Okay, and if I want to delete an element, I need to find out the element which is inputted first. Okay, so here the element which is having value null, pointer value null, can be made as the front node. Okay, can be served or can be deleted. Now it is equivalent to deleting an element from the end. So whatever logic you are implementing for deleting an element at the end of a linked list, same logic can be applied here. What we'll have to do, we'll have to find out temp, okay, and go on checking temp.next is equal to null or not. Okay, if temp.next next is equal to null, that time temp is going to point here, and you can delete this element. Okay, and make front point to temp. This way, applying a logic of deleting the last element will be your removal or dequeue operation from a queue. Okay, this is on our logic. We can have a vice versa situation also. That means, if I am trying to I'll erase all the things from the screen. If I wish, what can I do is, I can make this as rear end and I can make this as front end. Both will work. It's not the only logic is that only what we have seen previously. I can have this exchange also. Now whenever I want to add an element in a queue, what I am going to do, I am going to add an element at the end of linked list. So whatever logic of end of linked list is there, that can be applied. Means get the last node, the node which has its next field as null, and add that new node after that. Okay, so and if I want to delete an element, perform a dequeue operation, we can simply delete this element, and we can just make head point to here. So in this case, deleting from beginning becomes dequeue operation, and add at end becomes enqueue operation. Both logics are correct. You can implement in either way. Okay, so this you can have an implementation in this queue. Create a queue means, okay, that care we'll have to take, because what is the initial condition of queue in the array? F and R both are pointing to -1. So here you can make queue dot rear and front dot rear pointing to null. Even you are not making that is not going to make a difference, because every time we are going to create a new node. Okay, so enqueue operation is going to take either we can make a queue pointer as global, or we can pass it as an argument, the variable which I want to enter. Okay, this new node is a construct which is used in C++. Otherwise, I can make use of malloc, that is dynamic memory allocation function. If it is null, then that will become the first element, and front and rear both will point to the same. And if it is not, we are just going to change rear. We are just going to change rear, and front will remain intact. Okay, as we said, whenever an insertion is done, rear will be added. Deletion is done, front will be added. Okay, so this way we can manipulate the rear pointer and we can add the new element. And when I talk about dequeue operation, deleting a queue from deleting an element from a queue, again we are going to have a validation check, and if not, we are going to increment front, make front point to its next node, and then free the temporary variable, free the node which was previously first. Okay, so these are the two simple logics of enqueue and dequeue functions. You try to implement a complete program for this, or the programs may be available. See to the logic of it. You can use both the logics, as I said. Either you can make last node as the front, or rear, and a vice versa is also true. Okay, so this way you can implement a queue using a linked list. Thank you very much.